Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a collective oracle for today. Today is, I wanted to say Friday. I'm like a day behind. It's Saturday, July 26, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk of the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. Whatever does not, you can just leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Ancestral Magic Oracle by Nancy Hendrickson. Got that at Le Peneter. Le Peneter. I'm just saying it however I want to say it because I don't know. We got 10 on the table. Hold on. We got 4. Oh. We got 5 on the table. For God's sakes, I shaved some hair on my leg and I got a freaking cut. All of a sudden I feel like an ickiness and I'm like, what is that? We got 7 on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. One more shuffle? Was that 2 shuffles? I feel like I should have taken a nap today and I did not. Probably was not smart. Alright, we got 8 with bottom of the deck. We're going to set this over here. Ooh, pardon me. We got the Holy One, Ancestral, Dream, Creator, Innocent, Cunning Folk, Magician, and bottom of the deck, Achiever. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. This is kind of interesting because it's just some lemon water in my Care Bear glass. What is that, Tender Heart? Yeah, Tender Heart. I have all of them. My favorite one is the Sunshine Bear. Is it Sunshine or Funshine? Yeah. It's funny because the cards that stand out to me most is Innocent, Cunning Folk, and Magician. Like someone out there always stands out or stands apart. We kind of had this in the collective reading. It was an innocent person, a snake, a female, and a masculine. There was like three people in that reading. And whoever this is someone that it's like they stand apart from a group of or a community of, I just heard fools. It's like, okay, whoever this innocent person is that stands apart from everyone else, they're a magician. Or people might look at them like as a magician, like they kind of give off that energy of like, okay, and this is just it's just an example, y'all. So like 10 people go in to rob a bank, right? And this innocent person is there. All 10 people go, they rob the bank, right? They go to leave. Somehow, some way, this innocent person gets away from the whole situation. Like doesn't doesn't take part in the money, doesn't have the money, gets away, is not found out, and the other 9 people are arrested. They're caught with the money. They try to implicate the 10th person, but there's absolutely nothing to suggest that that innocent person was there, even though they were there. They took part, they watched, something like that. But they got away. It's like they're the magician. And maybe that's a bad example. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Toxic example, not toxic example. It's an example. It doesn't matter. They're a magician. Like they can work, it's almost like they can work their way out of any situation. And other people stand by and watch and be like, "Well, how did they not get caught? How did nobody see them? How did they make it through this? How did they come out on the other side like free?" Because these people, whoever this community is, whoever these people are, like they think they're pretty fucking smart. They think they're pretty fucking savvy. Like I'm just going to maneuver shit to make it work for me. But when they go to perform their own tricks, right? They fail. But whoever this innocent person is, they're not performing tricks. They're literally the magician. If you know, you know. Like it I'm not going to lie. It's like somebody divinely blessed. Someone divinely guided. Like they're one of those 10 people that go in to rob that bank, and they go in to rob the bank and they're like, "Holy shit, like why am I doing this? Like I got to get the fuck out of here. Fuck the money, fuck my friends or whatever. Like I got to get out of here. I got to protect myself." And so they hightail it the hell out of there just as shit goes down. And these other 9 people get caught. They get caught with the money and they're like, "Oh, but there was a 10th person, so and so and so and so." But this person is already long gone. And they get away with it not because they get away with it because they're guided. And you're going to say, "Well, what kind of God would allow that to happen?" Well, think about it. How many times does your intuition get you out of situations that you shouldn't be in? Right? Like, how many times do you hear that voice in your head, like, that's God saying, if you get the fuck out of here now, you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. But if you wait another 2 to 5 minutes, you're going to be fucked. And I can't help you. That's what it is. It makes sense. The Holy One, the Ancestral, the Dream, the Creator. They're the innocent, the magician, whoever this magician is. They're not the Holy One. God is the Holy One. God is the Creator. The magician could be a part of some type of biblical line, okay? Like down through the ages. It also gives the thought that whoever this magician is like a direct link to God, meaning they have open communication there. The dream card, whoever this magician is, like this is... I'm going to say it, and y'all can think I'm crazy or not. Whoever this magician is, to God, God looks at them, looks at them. Maybe they have a twang. Maybe this magician has a twang. Um, or they come from a line with a twang. God looks at this magician as the dream, as like the prototype, as like... Okay, I've been getting a lot of downloads relating to Lord of the Rings. I don't know what that is, but I just heard the one to rule them all. Freaking Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched that in so long, and I don't think I could. I don't think I could ever watch any of those movies ever again. They're so friggin' long. They're so long. I just can't. I just cannot even imagine it. Maybe that little scenario of them going to rob a bank with their friends and getting out just in time. Maybe that was the epiphany moment. Maybe that was, shit, I can't live my life like this anymore. Like, I need to heal. Like, I need to get my act together. And it's coming to that conclusion, that realization that not only were you meant for more, but sometimes you're divinely blessed. And I think I think I just talked about this in the last reading, the Tarot Collective, or maybe I talked about it in the collective today. It doesn't really matter. I'll say it again. Um, like, I could consider myself divinely blessed, divinely guided, a divine feminine, an empress, a high priestess, what the fuck ever. I could consider myself anything I want, right? But I don't ever say that out loud. And in all honesty, like for me, that's for God to decide if that's my title. And I said in the other video, the only title I do take is the chosen one. And the only reason why I take that title is because I was chosen to lead the life that I've led, and that life has been horrific and beautiful all at the same time. And I wear that chosen one title. I wear that badge with honor because no one else was chosen to lead the life that I've led, only me. And that's not to say people don't have similar experiences, right? Like I've said before, we all experience the same types of things, just possibly at different times in our lives with different people, different circumstances, right? But no one has lived my life. No one has been me, only me. I am the chosen one. Just like you could look at yourself and say, you are the chosen one. They are the chosen one. So and so is the chosen one. That is the only title I will willingly take on. Anything else anything else that is bestowed upon me, that is divinely given. Like that's that's for God to decide if I fall into that category. I've also said before that I would rather be a high priestess than like an empress or a divine feminine, because a high priestess, like, it resonates with me. I'm very healing, and I'm very witchy vibe, very earthy vibe. So high priestess resonates with me. Do I call myself that? No. No, I do not. Whoever this innocent one is, this magician, this one that's set apart, they're meant to achieve something. If they aren't achieving it, they will be. They're meant to achieve something. The basketball in the picture says AHS champ. I can't read the notes. It says Class A championship, the state championship. The first word I cannot read. Whoever this magician is, they're the champ. They're the champion. Like, champion for the people. Champion of I just heard their game. I mean, we don't like to look at our lives as games, right? But still, when you think about it, if you're in tune with everything going on, a lot of people believe that we're in the matrix, that this is a simulation. So if you looked at it from that standpoint, you could say game. And whoever this magician is, they're a champion of the game, the simulation, the matrix. Pardon me. There's definitely something about this magician being some type of prototype, like, and I do not in any way, by any means, think that I have led the worst, most horrible life, right? I do not think that. But this would be like God giving someone a soul contract, and it is the most brutal, dehumanizing soul contract that they could give someone. And whoever this magician is, like, not that they walk right through it, right? Like, they feel it, they hurt, they're a warrior, but they come through it on the other side like that. Like, they have to live through all that shit that they signed up for, and they come through on the other side like a champ, like a champion, like the magician. And I'm not saying that this magician isn't held accountable, right? They're human. God's not going to let them slide on everything. But if you're also that type of person that lives that type of life, and you start healing yourself and you start recovering from all that you've lived, and you start learning things about yourself, about your situation, about the world, about the people in it, the humans in it, what humanity really is, if you're knowledgeable, if you're teaching, if you're learning, if you're out there doing the best you could every single day to be the best you can be, you're going to be favored. Even when you might not feel like it, you're favored. And again, I don't know who this magician is, but they come from some type of line, some type of, and I'm not I'm not talking kings and queens. I'm I'm talking gods and goddesses and things that most people wouldn't even believe in. Angels, demons, aliens, everything's mixed in there as a melting pot. The hell is that, a cat? Squawking bird or something? I worry about the kitties out there now that they have the kittens. They say that we are created in God's image, right? God is creator. It's like he got out his set of acrylics and decided to paint himself a magician. There are many sides to God, if you believe, right? And I've said before what I said. I've said before what I believe, that God and the devil are one. Like they work in, they're either of one or they work in conjunction with each other. Because that would make sense. Just like I don't believe. Okay, my heel in the one of the other videos I said my heel was buzzing. My heel is buzzing again. I don't believe in heaven and hell. We are in heaven and hell. This plane is heaven and hell. That's why horrific things happen to you and beautiful things happen to you. This is heaven. This is hell. Heaven, the place where people, think you go. Hell, when you're a horrible person, you're going to go to hell. Those are all just staging rooms. Those are all just places your spirit resides until you're kicked back into the system, the matrix. And I personally believe here on earth, which is heaven and hell, I believe we're surrounded by demons and angels. They're here, they're everywhere. People think that they, are walking down the street. The woman that got on the plane that thought that the guy was like a reptilian or whatever, and she freaked out on the plane. Probably because that was a demon or an angel. I mean, you know, who am I to say? And it's kind of funny because, like, I believe her. I believe her. I have seen so many things in my life that have bent my mind and twisted my brain and made me think upside and down. Anything is possible. When she got off that plane and she said there was something wrong with that person on there, I completely believe her. How could I not? How could I not believe someone when I've seen what I've seen, experienced what I've experienced? I would be a hypocrite. Oh no, she's lying. She didn't see an alien. She didn't see a reptilian. She didn't see the devil. She didn't see. Honey, honey. Oh, I think that the reason for this reading is whoever this magician is, whoever this community is, and it literally could just be anyone in this person's life or everyone in this person's life or everyone that ever encounters this magician. And it's just the thought of, like, how does nothing ever touch them? Like, how do they escape everything? And it's funny because when you think about it, whoever this magician is, they don't escape anything. Again, this is somebody that signed on to live probably what is one of the most horrifying soul contracts that you could ever think of. They're not escaping anything. They literally lived through all these things that any other human being that could have had to possibly live through it might not have made it. And that's not to call people weak. It's just, it is what it is. Some people buckle under pressure. Some people lose their faith in God and humanity and themselves. And when you build yourself up to be such a strong person, when you wear your armor proudly, you can battle your way through anything. They don't escape anything. If anything, they suffer through everything and make it out on the other side. Like I said, a warrior. I'm going to leave it there because I could babble on and on and on and on. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day and or evening wherever you are in this beautiful world. I'll talk to you later. Bye.